I mentioned earlier a trick to keep people sitting next to you on a Southwest flight.
Okay, is it coughing?
No, it's
That's
not.
old school.
That's my Southwest
Right.
trick. I had to take a flight to Atlanta a couple of months back.
Yep.
And I took Southwest early
You
morning.
had window or aisle?
I'm aisle guy.
You're aisle guy.
But I had another guy, kind of chubby.
You know that those aisle, a lot of people don't know this. Do you know that the outside armrest lifts?
Come on, who are you talking to?
I'm just listening.
I know all the fat people.
Most people don't know that if you're sitting in the aisle,
aisle arm goes up. There's a little trigger.
Exactly.
I shouldn't say. There's a little button right underneath it.
There's a little button underneath the rear portion. If you're in the aisle seat on an airplane, on a Airbus 320, on a Boeing 737, 75, whatever, the modern commercial jets, aisle seats, you can lift up the armrest for easier entry and exit. You just go to the back, underneath in the back, find the little button, push it, and then you can lift the whole thing up.
Yeah, so I'm like in the first couple of people in the second group, right? So the windows are pretty much taken. All the aisles might have one or two people in them. And I see another single male traveler against the window, and I sit next to him, and he kind of looks at me and he goes, mentally like, oh, crap, because, I'm fat. And I sit on the aisle, and there's like 3/4 of the middle seat because I'm kind of spilling over because, I'm big.
You got spillover. We've got middle seat contamination from Fester in the aisle seat.
All there is a line of people keep boarding the plane, and I'm like, nobody's going to sit here. Watch. And he just looks at me. He doesn't say a word. I haven't even said hello to him yet. I just said, nobody's going to sit here. Watch.
But so as everyone walks down the aisle, you're coughing. So anyone that's approaching your row, you're doing.
MJ, if there was one empty seat on that plane, it was the one next to me and him. And as soon as they close the door, the guy looks at me. First words he says, "You did it." I was like, "I told you. I told you." There
is another method that I learned of, which is not quite as noisy.
It's abrasive.
But apparently works. It's the crumpled up tissue trick. So,
Ew.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, like you wipe your nose and you have your tissues on the seat.
So your nose just running like a faucet, right? And, well, it doesn't have to be really, but you just get a whole bunch of what appears to be used snotty tissues. And you crumple them up, you ball them up, and you have them all just sitting in the middle seat next to you.
That's a good tip.
And everyone's just going to walk by. It's the crumpled up Southwest Airlines open seating, crumpled up snot rag tissue trick to make people just walk on by.
They don't want any piece of that.
Nope. So if you're in the aisle or if you're in the middle or aisle or window and you want to keep that window seat open, you just get a whole bunch of Kleenexes or tissues and you just ball them up. And it's like you've been blowing your nose or you've been stopping up a leak and you just got your crumpled snotty tissues all over the middle. No one's sitting there.
That's good thinking. That's good work.
Yep. Also, I was reading a whole story on Southwest seating. I don't know, and it's from one of the airline websites that I like. It's called View from the Wing, and then another, ways people cheat on Southwest. People will fake an injury in order to.
They do that a lot on Southwest.
Yeah, people will fake an injury to achieve early boarding to get their primo pick of where they want to sit on the plane.
We've talked about this. It's like they're all healed once they land on the other.
Well, those are the wheelchair people.
Yeah,
no, but it's a miracle. If you see some flights from New York to West Palm Beach, that's the worst. That is the worst I've ever seen. Flights from New York, like LaGuardia or JFK, to West Palm Beach to PBI, you've got a parade of 35 wheelchairs. I mean, they got every wheelchair in the airport is sitting at that gate. Every single porter that's pushing the wheel, they're all at the gate. West Palm, on the West Palm flight. And you'll have 35 wheelchairs that get pushed onto the flight and it delays the boarding and everything. And it's a miracle. It is a miracle at 30. Do we have the God music? I need the.
You're in the plane. You're getting a little.
Do you see the light?
You're getting a little closer.
I need the Elmer Bernstein God music from the church scene. at the Triple Rock Church from the Blues Brothers. Anyway, what were we going to say, Fester?
No, I mean, you're in the plane. You're closer to the Lord.
Well, it's the miracle at 35,000 feet. You've got 35 people at LaGuardia that get on the flight to West Palm in wheelchairs, and only like 5 need wheelchairs to get off. You have 30 people are able to. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. You are healed. Oh, Lord, get them out of the wheelchair. At 35, and then it's amazing. On the other end, no need for a wheelchair. They were cured. It's a miracle. Oh, no, you missed the... You missed the God music is right before.
That's why they started it.
Nah, you need to find a different clip. No, you need go back to YouTube. Go back to YouTube. Type in just go to YouTube itself.
Okay.
You want the gospel scene? No, there was the top one.
Back.
Yeah, right there. Hit that one.
That's where I was at.
Well, it didn't have the beginning of it though. Why? Oh, that right there. It is right there. I hit it. That's what we want.
See, it starts where it starts.
Oh, you know what? Hang on a minute. Oh, that happens in the middle of it. My bad. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Here it is. All right, there it is. You're right. All right, here it is. This is the music I needed. The band.
Do you see the light? The band! Do you see the light? What light? Have you seen the light? Yes! Yes! Jesus H. Goddamn Christ! I have seen the light!
There we go. Great scene. Blues Brothers. But that's the God, and I think Elmer Bernstein conducted the God music for that. Yeah.
Thanks, Elmer.
All right, the other thing you can expect on Southwest is the male troll that is seeking out the good-looking woman on the flight to sit next to.
Yes, the other side of it, yes.
That's another one. Some people are just looking for somebody they find cute. And listen, it's not just creepy guys looking for a hot woman. There are also plenty of women that if it's open seating, they're looking for the cute guy to sit next to instead of, some, troll or something. So it was a whole story on Southwest seating. Yeah. Listen to this one. Got catfish during boarding yesterday. I was in 4D aisle, Southwest, with another passenger already in 4F window during boarding for what I knew was going to be a pretty full flight. I expected the middle seat to be taken, so I hadn't put my seatbelt on yet. A petite woman, 5 foot, 100 pounds or so, asked whether someone was sitting in the middle seat, and I said, no, you're welcome to join us. And I started getting up. She then turns around to her boyfriend, about 6'2" and 220, and says, sit here, I'll go back to this one.
That's great.
Oh, sold a bill of goods on that one, so the individual says. But the most important thing to take away is if you want the middle seat open, the crumpled pile of used tissues sitting on that middle seat is like a repeller.
Yeah, I like it. That's a good tip.